and today, for start of Action April, I won't be doing any spoilers for the movie, but I'll be talking about the latest The Batman, like the Batman movie called The Batman. I don't know why I called it The Batman, but it's just cool because Disney doesn't have any cool names for a Batman movie. They just did that with Suicide Squad and The Suicide Squad and The Batman. Like, why do you just put The? Can you figure out anything else? Like, I don't understand that. So now I'm going to be talking to the story. I meant talking about the story, not talking to the story. That'd be weird. I'm going to try to explain the story without any spoilers. I'm just going to tell you, like what's the main, like, what's about. I'm not going to spoil it because it's coming on HBO Max and still in theaters. I don't want to spoil it. So the story's about this about Bruce Wayne that has been Batman for 2 years, so it's like he's not perfect, and then he has to fight he has to fight Riddler, who's different now. He's not like all funny and like jokey. He's more like a sadistic killer. He has these elaborate traps, they're deadly traps that just kill people, and it's actually, some traps are pretty cool. I had to close my eyes for one, like when he's like, I might spoil the first scene, but the first scene's kind of brutal, but that's to me, but it's actually it's not, the traps aren't that bad, but after that, the traps are not that scary. It's not, the story's pretty good, too, like, Jim Gordon, I'll be talking about the characters in a minute, about, like, Robert Pattinson's Batman, but so far the story was really good. It was 2 hours and 55 minutes long, the pacing felt good, some parts can get kind of boring, but that's it, really, like, there's, like, only a couple scenes, but overall, it's really good. So now onto the characters. Characters in this movie were pretty good. The only one I really didn't like, that kind of felt lackluster, maybe in like the second, like I know there's supposed to be a second movie coming out like 2027, was Catwoman, Selena Kyle. She kind of got sidelined during the movie, but not entirely much, so she was still in there. Like, she was just like that. I don't know, I just didn't like her that much. It's my least favorite character. Robert Pattinson's Batman was probably the best thing about this movie. He's just like a cool Batman. He's not my favorite Batman, though. He's up there. He's better than Christian Bale, though. Like, I like how he's just different. Like, he wears eyeliner for some reason. It's weird. Then he has these like little contacts to like record. Like, well, you see it in the trailer, so it's not really a spoiler. It's these contacts that, like, record his, like, fights or, like, detective scenes. So, like, he can get, like, the evidence and data for it. I thought that was pretty cool. And overall, he was a pretty good Batman. Then, I'm going to talk about the villains. Penguin was actually, people say he was filler. I enjoyed Penguin pretty much. It's kind of funny. He was just, like, a cartoon villain, people call him. And he wasn't actually a bad one. Kind of was kind of funny. Then, of course, the Riddler. The Riddler by Paul Dano's performance as him was really good. I love the creepy performance and then just his psychotic ways. And then you'll find out what he, like, really is. And Jim Gordon's actually pretty cool. I like Jim Gordon in this. He's, like, one of my favorites in there. Alfred, so it wasn't the best, but that's really it. And then, now on to the, what do we think? What should we talk about next? The action. The action in this movie is phenomenal. One scene you probably will know from the trailers and everywhere is when, it's not going to spoil, like, you should have seen this already if you haven't even seen the movie. It's when Batman's chasing Penguin and it's just a big explosion and Penguin thinks he's like exploded Batman, though then the Batmobile comes through, like it launches through the fire. Like, it was just really cool. He's like, I got you, and it's just so funny, but I like that part of the action. Then there's this one hallway scene you see in the trailers. It's really awesome. Then, like, there's just, like, this, like, the club fight. This reminds me of, like, an Arkham game. Like, how kind of it's, like, more brutalish, but not that brutal. Yeah, it's more brutal. That's what I kind of like about Batman, because it's not like your Adam West, like, Zonk or something like that. Like, bam. It's not all kiddie. Like, Michael Keaton's was alright. Like, I still like Michael Keaton's action and all that. It's just kind of like this one more, and Christian Bale's was But this one really shows like what Batman's combat is. It's like it reminds me of an Arkham game because it really looks like an Arkham game. So that was really cool. And now to really overall the ranking of it, like the 1 for 10. Overall ranking is probably a 9 out of 10. This is a good movie. Like, probably one of the best. It's my favorite Batman movie. It used to be the 1989 Batman, but this one's just good. Like, it has good writing, good action. It just has some good scenes. It's just it's a good Batman movie of the year. It's not like Batman v Superman. Not like your. Don't get me wrong. Like, I like the Dark Knight. I like the Dark Knight movie. Though the Christian Bale series is like alright. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. It's 9 out of 10. I recommend it for any superhero fan or just wants to check out or introduce to Batman, because this is really it. I would probably say one of the, I think you should, like, I wouldn't bring, like, 5-year-olds to this. I'd, like, maybe 8 to 7, like, 7 and up, because it can be brutal sometimes, so that's all I had to say. See you next weekend for another review of action, see you another, 1 second, see you next weekend for another video of Action April, so, bye.